Hello.
Hello. It is the 22nd. It's the 22nd of September. Yesterday we did Keys to the Kingdom tour, which you can't record or take phones or anything, so...
Quite literally had to keep our phones in our bags rather than in our pockets.
Yeah, so there's nothing of that. And then in the evening we went around Magic Kingdom and just did it was like the best evening in Magic Kingdom ever. We just did photo pass photographers, like loads of them.
Did about 6, didn't we, or 7?
My favourite is the one who made Andy do like a Jason Momoa rugby tackle on me. It's awesome. We even did the Tangled photo with the lights.
Yeah.
And then we rode Seven Dwarfs Mine Train whilst the fireworks were going off, and it was just absolutely magical because they were like...
Yeah, because we got given a free fast pass, multi-pass thing by one of the guest experience people, because we went talking about annual pass upgrades and he wasn't able to do the upgrade that we wanted, so he was like, oh, sorry for wasting your time, let me do some fast passes for you. And it's like, you don't have to.
Yeah, because you didn't waste our time. We wanted to know the prices with DVC discounts so we could work out whether we're better getting a Sorcerer's Pass or an Incredipass. And we spent like 30 minutes going through all the different options and the permutations.
And it's been super helpful.
So like we were walking away just going, this is awesome. We now just need to work out what our trips would be for next year to work out which is best.
Which one is best to buy.
And for some reason he thought that was I've wasted 30 minutes of your time, but we literally got all the answers we wanted, and then got given... He's like, what ride do you want to ride? Any ride in Magic Kingdom. The only one you can't say is Tiana's Bayou because it's about to close. And I was like...
Seven Dwarfs?
Seven Dwarfs? And he was like, done. We were like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, we rode that as the fireworks were going off. Then we did teacups just as Tinkerbell was going across, so we saw Tinkerbell from the teacups.
Yep.
Andy had the candy corn ice cream, which is actually sweet corn ice cream.
Yeah. No, it wasn't bad, it was just unexpected. Joe read it out of the menu from me, and I for some reason went, yeah, candy corn, that's nice. And then it came and it was like, no, it is actually
sweet corn ice cream.
It's more the fact of they melt chocolate and candy corn and pour it over the top of the ice cream, and then it solidifies into like a solid shell over the top, which you have to like hack through.
The ice cream did taste of sweet corn, and I have never been more pleased to have gone with the chocolate and vanilla swirl.
It was like the first mouthful taste of sweet corn, but the second one was just, it had a nice flavour to it. It was just that initial shock.
Yeah, I wasn't getting over that initial.
Anyway.
Today we are off to Epcot. We should have been going to Animal Kingdom. We have cancelled a reservation at Tusker House on Saturday, I think we cancelled it. No, Friday we cancelled it. We just decided that we didn't want to get up early, so it's now like...
And also 10. we did a lot of Animal Kingdom as well. Yeah,
with the exception of Flight of Passage, I think we've ridden everything that we want to in Animal Kingdom. It's not worth us going over there just to stand in a queue for an hour for Flight of Passage, to be honest.
No. So we had a lazy morning and decided on Epcot.
Yeah, so we're doing Epcot, Boardwalk, and then maybe mini golf.
Yeah.
But
we'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
How we feel.
Outfit of the day, because my arm is shaking because it's in a stress position. Outfit of the day. Andy's wearing his new Buzz Lightyear Toy Story t-shirt.
Yeah.
I am, once again, in what I have picked for my Figment meet, because honestly, if I don't meet Figment today, I just don't think it's going to happen. Andy is also holding some random seltzers that we got for free.
Oh, yeah. They came as part of our Publix order, and... They're not great, so I'm just going to deposit them in the vending machine area and somebody will take them.
And before you say you can't leave alcohol, they're not alcoholic seltzers.
It's just flavoured water.
Yeah,
it's just seltzer water.
It's fizzy water. I hate fizzy water.
I tried one and was like, in fact, I should get the rest out the fridge.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
So our first stop in Epcot is going to be Moana Journey of Water, because it's on our list to do.
I was just passing it by, so might
as well drop in. Given that people try and drink the water on It's a Small World, I'm not surprised that people have tried to drink this water either. I mistimed the water on the Moana thing. I think I'm actually as wet as on Cali River Rapids right now. I don't know how I did that so spectacularly badly.
Good job.
It was very refreshing. Why is the wait time for the Seas with Nemo 45 minutes for standby? I've never seen that ride have a queue, never mind a 45-minute queue. That's insane. So, in light of the fact that Finding Nemo is 45 minutes, we came into the Land Pavilion because Living with the Land was showing that it was only on 20 minutes. And in the time it took us to walk up the hill and into the land, that jumped up to 45 minutes as well. So whilst we were in the queue, I had a little look for Lightning lanes, and I've bought Lightning lane. I wasn't going to, but it was only $16 per person, and the first Lightning lane it was giving us was Living with the Land, literally 10 minutes, which, 10 minutes versus the 45 minutes we were going to be in the queue. So we jumped onto the queue, gone and got a drink in the, is it called Seasons?
Yeah. Sunshine Seasons.
Sunshine Seasons. Got a drink, got a cookie breakfast because we are the epitome of health, and obviously pink icing cookies. Pink icing cookies? Wow, would my brain like to engage? Pink icing cookies that got there in the end. They are clearly the nutritious breakfast. Do you know what? I'm just going to stop talking because clearly my brain doesn't work. But basically, we've come in, we've had breakfast, we've had a drink, we met up with Dan and Bob from Pop and Bear Travels. I'll leave them linked down in the description box because they're awesome and you should go and check them out. And they've done a California and a Walt Disney World split stay, so doing 2 parks in one trip. Had a chat with them, and now it's time for our Lightning lane for Living with the Land. So we're going to go and do that because despite the fact that we did Behind the Scenes the other day, we've not actually been on Living with the Land this trip. And the award for most awkward meet and greet with Figment goes to me. Don't know what that was about. It was just awkward, and yeah.
You just froze up, didn't you?
Yeah, I sort of just lost the ability to speak and didn't know what to say to Figment. So yeah, that was fun. Not awkward at all. Yeah, we might queue up for Figment tomorrow, so that I've got a picture that is less awkward than this one. Not my finest moment. Not my finest moment at all.
So we've done all the rides now. We had our Spaceship Earth Fast Pass cancelled, and now we've got a multi-use one, but we're going to use it on Spaceship Earth anyway. But now we're going to get some food, and first choice was to go to the mac and cheese place, the Macatizer.
Yeah,
Macatizer. That's in the Communicore Hall. So here's what we've got. I went with the cheesesteak, and Jo went with the truffle because she loves smelly foods.
I love truffle. Truffle is the best. Like, I just know that that's going to be awesome because it's truffle.
Yeah. So let's give this a crack. Looks okay.
They look quite nice, actually.
Yeah. And then we got 2 Cokes. Bit of drama about the Coke because they put Diet Coke on the receipts, even though we ordered 0, and they do have 0.
So
it was weird.
The person who served us said that they didn't have 0, so we put 2 Cokes, Diet Coke on. But then when we got to the collecting the drinks, they were like, yeah, we do have 0. So then we've ended up with 1 0 and 1 diet, and it's
a thing. Let's try this food. I'm hungry now.
As you can tell, we absolutely hate it though.
My cheesesteak, mac and cheese, it was okay. It was quite literally just mac and cheese with cheesesteak on top of it. It's the same sort of stuff that you get in Subway on your steak and cheese sandwich. So it wasn't exactly set the world on fire, but the mac and cheese was good and the steak was good. So yeah, it's good. It's filling. Not sure about it for the price, to be honest, but that's just everything with food and wine at Epcot, really. I think I'll give... No, it's the first one of the day, so I may adjust this later on, but I think it's probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Mine needed more truffle, but I feel like no matter how much truffle they put on, I'd have said it needed more truffle because that's how much I love truffle. Yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. So
exactly like mine.
Yeah, I kind of think I'm going to go with the same rating as well, like maybe a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Of to be confirmed. Like whatever number is popping up on the screen, that's my final rating.
Yeah. I think the interesting part there was that this Macatizer was in the Communicore Hall as a temporary thing.
Yeah.
But when we first walked in earlier this morning, it looked like the queue was absolutely massive and was going to take ages to get through. But as it turns out, it wasn't. It just chewed through really quickly because all the food was already done. So it's a nice indoor space for cooling and eating and getting food. And sorry, the trash
janitors.
The janitors are
janitors, because they're jamming.
The janitors are just starting their thing now.
You're very easily distracted.
It's the curse of ADHD, isn't it? Easily distracted.
Next up, we've got barbecue pork rinds and some pimento cheese and pierogies. I realise that my next up makes it sound like we've literally come over here straight away. There's been like a 45 minutes between the last clips, but you know. Yeah, not the best pierogi I've ever had in my life. Not going to set the world on fire. I'm not a fan of the cheese. Is it the pimento cheese? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
This stuff, the texture of it is egg chopped up in a cup, which I'm not an egg person, so I'm not a fan of the texture of the cheese. It tastes alright, but I think for me the barbecue pork rinds were like a 3 out of 10 and the pierogi was a 5. Yeah, mac and cheese is still winning.
The pierogies, yeah, they're okay. They're like almost like miniature meat and potato pasties, really, with a bit of sausage and onions on the side. The barbecue rinds were, yeah, they're nice. I quite like the cheese, unlike Jo.
It's just the texture.
Yeah, I can get it. I can totally understand why. Because it is just mixed together rather than like being blended into like a cheese sauce or something like that. So, again, I think it's going to be a 7 out of 10.
A 7 again? Wow. We have very different opinions of that.
I'm losing receipts now.
So from Coastal Eats, we've now come for some itchy. Or itchy if you're me, because I have a shellfish allergy, but I refuse to acknowledge it basically because shellfish is amazing. this is probably going to make me itchy, but it should also be delicious. And Andy hates shellfish, so this is just on me. So I feel like that was a lot of admin to just get a bit of lobster. The garlic butter was possibly a little bit too much garlic in it, so it's kind of overpowering the lobster a little bit. But yeah, overall, not bad. Does it beat truffle mac and cheese? Probably not, but I think that it was better than the pierogi, so maybe this is a 7 and the truffle mac and cheese has now moved up to an 8. This is what's on Emil's fromage montage this year, and honestly, there's a lot of things that I actually really like on this. Like, I like cheese bread from Brazil, pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, balsam fig and balsamic cheesecake. Like, there's a lot of foods that we would just normally pick anyway, so I think we should be alright getting fromage montage completed. Especially as we've already had 2 mac and cheese and the pork rinds, so we've actually already got 3 of the 5 stamps. So if you've watched our things that we plan to do in Walt Disney World video, we said that we've never done left around World Showcase. We're a couple who turn right and go through Canada first, but we're doing it. We're going left. It feels odd. I'm not sure I like it.
Shock and awe.
Is it all the extra
Yeah, there's a
fireworks?
few already out there already, so.
I'd much rather they do this than keep the Stargate there. They're just ruining the view. They have special t-shirts on that say Fireworks.
Those firework packs in the middle are separate little boats.
Oh yeah, they're bobbing differently, aren't they? So it's basically like a giant catamaran, isn't it?
I bet that's what those boats do then, they hook them up and move them to the correct locations.
I'll just generally act as pilot. I know this is like incredibly nerdy, but that was cool.
Very nerdy.
Very nerdy. But I thought it was cool, so there you go. And we would have missed all that if we'd have turned right.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
I guess turning left
Has
every
its
now and again.
benefits.
I don't think I could do it every time.
It's weird.
It is. It just feels wrong. We stopped by the Alps and we've got fondue. It's a chocolate fondue. And that little chocolate pot thing will be coming home with me. And we also got the ham raclette, which comes with a baguette and cheese and, well, of course it comes with cheese, it's raclette. It comes with ham and potatoes.
It's giving me, what's it called? Disneyland Paris.
Sequoia Lodge.
Sequoia Lodge, yeah. It's giving me Sequoia Lodge vibes because of the smell.
Cheese is good. Chocolate fondue, 10 out of 10.
Definitely.
No, like, improvements needed.
It's simple, does the job. The chocolate is a nice mix, dark chocolate, so
Yeah.
it goes well with the fruit and the tiny little cake, although the cake is probably a little bit too crumbly because I nearly lost it all in the
You
chocolate
over-dipped
sauce.
it.
I over-dipped it.
It's not a hobnob.
It's not a hobnob.
You don't have to repeat everything I say. I've got a mic on.
Got a mic on. The raclette.
It's raclette, I say it. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but that's how I've always said
Yeah, it's all right. It's a mild cheese, not as strong as what you probably get.
it. The cheese needed to be stronger and the potatoes a little bit herbier.
Yeah,
It just...
but it's okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Did I like it more than the pierogies?
Oh, okay.
I think I'll give it a 5.
Give it a 5 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was better than the pierogies, much better than the rinds, not as good as the lobster.
Okay. Right, let's carry on and go to our next country then.
I think, and there would definitely one that I want to stop at is
Yeah.
Brazil because I really like cheese bread.
Okay. Cheese bread it is.
But we'll see what else we get to before we get there. We haven't made it to Brazil yet, but we have made it to Japan for a teriyaki bao bun. So the teriyaki bun from Japan, also a 10 out of 10. which is not great when I'm trying to rank things, because so far I've got 3 things that are ranking very highly. And I'm also feeling really full, so don't actually think we're going to get Brazilian cheese bread today. It might be a tomorrow job.
Yeah, I'm also full. Don't think I can eat anything more. Need something to drink, but nothing to eat. Slushy.
So given that we're both feeling pretty full, we've decided to do something else that we've wanted to do this trip, and that's explore the boardwalk, or the broad walk. Still not entirely sure which one it is. But we're going to go down and explore down there, and maybe try and stop off and get an ice cream somewhere, because whilst I'm full, I'm not ice cream full.
You're not dessert full?
No, I'm not dessert full. Well, that was easy. We joined the wait list and it said it would be 10 minutes, and it literally came through 2 minutes later saying that we could go in, so yay. And this is the only bit that I'm interested in. Shakes and sundaes. I went with this adorable mint chocolate chip concoction. Look at how cute and pretty it is. In the words of Andy, I may have made a mistake.
That's a lot of dessert.
Oops.
I was going to get this, and I am very glad that I didn't, and I opted for mint chocolate chip instead. We're both feeling quite full now from Beaches and Cream. That was some big ice cream.
Yeah.
So we're just having a minute, just sitting in the sun, which is why I'm not actually looking at the camera, because it's right where the sun is. It's very pretty. Apologies that this is going to be bright sunshine down the camera, but look at how pretty it is. So we're just sat on a swing, and then we're going to carry on and explore the boardwalk.